Ian White dabs his way onto the stage. And what a prize for beating Michael van Gerwen. You get handed a tie against the Grand Prix champion Mike de Decker. Probably the man responsible for starting all this darting madness that's occurred over the past 6 weeks to 2 months. A surprise winner of the tournament in Leicester, defeating the defending champion and world #1 Luke Humphries in the final. De Decker is now a serious contender wherever he goes. That's the tag you get for winning a major crown. And he's looking to double up and add Minehead to Leicester to his places of victory. The Ian White star maybe doesn't shine quite as brightly as it once did, but he is still a dangerous opponent, as Michael van Gerwen found out in some style. Finishers of 1-3-6 and a magnificent big fish finish on the main stage mean that Ian White is through to round 2 to face De Decker. It is interesting looking at the head-to-head record, because it nicely sums up the ascent of De Decker and the descent of Ian White. Ian White won 3 of their first 4 meetings. De Decker has won the last 3. And if it goes to the form book, which is a dangerous word to say this weekend, De Decker probably wins this one.
60.
That's you putting a pound in the jar, McCarthy, because you can't say form book these days thinking it's just that simple. Now, let's be realistic.
60.
Who thought that Ian White was going to beat Mike van Gerwen last night? Not many. But what a performance that was. That is probably the best performance he's had for years. And a little bit of revenge as well for losing to van Gerwen in this tournament in the semi-finals a few years back.
54.
We've been somewhat romanticising about certain people over the last couple of months. Steve Beaton.
90.
We talked about Mervyn King yesterday. We've talked about Whitlock. What about White? He's been a tremendous servant to PDC darts over the last 10 to 15 years.
83.
Can you imagine what it would be like if he has a deep run here? There would be tears.
Well, a phrase that we use in association with this tournament is floor
46.
monster or floor warrior, because it's performances on the floor tournaments that get you here. Ian White probably used to be the best floor player on the planet. He could never quite encapsulate
100.
it on the main stage. But an average of 102.5 against van Gerwen, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
60.
And this section of the draw, it is filled with opportunity. In fact, right now, you've got De Decker and Ian White playing. On the main stage, it's about to be Luke Littler and Richie Edhouse. They're in opposite sides of their quarter. But Niels Zonneveld is waiting for the winner of this one. 2 balls?
96.
I think it was a really good opportunity there for De Decker. He can't get past that blocker, so going 2 balls was the right thing to do.
119, too difficult for Ian White.
99. Mike require 24.
De Decker seeking a hold of throw.
Each on the first leg, Mike De Decker. Second
That's a
leg,
lovely
Ian to
plum
throw
dart
first.
in double 12.
Here's the thing for the World Grand Prix champion.
81.
If he gets through Ian White, he's probably going to be on this stage again tonight. With all due respect to Niels and to Mike. If Ian wins, I think the same. I think they'll be on this stage tonight.
$58.
But one thing we can tell you is that our original schedule of having Ross Smith against Wesley Plazier, that game is now going to the main stage to follow Littler and Edhouse. Which means that 2 days in a row now, Ross Smith was scheduled to play on this stage and has been moved. It worked pretty well last night.
He was tremendous against Dimitri Vandenberg. I suspect when you are
53.
placed as the 9th game on stage 2, you kind of half expect that you're going to be playing main stage darts.
Yeah, when the security come up to you and give you those 3 magical words, get your bag.
You
know where you're going.
180.
Now we know where Tedecca's going to go. Now that Ian White is not going to leave a finish.
84.
He's going to go to 60 here.
132.
.72 left. Should be the 48. More than
100.
satisfactory, that.
Happy accident almost, the treble 8. Left a simple single 16 to leave double 16, which he was so deadly on
140.
in the Grand Prix success.
32.
You're not wrong.
He's on the second leg.
You might as well
Mike
scrap the
Dedecker.
real deal nickname and just call him Dead-Eye Dedecker.
Third leg, Mike to throw first.
He's about as accurate on that 32 bed over the last couple of months as Peyton Manning was for the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl year, throwing the football in any weather.
82.
We're taking the romance out of this game when we've referenced Ian White. There is a possibility in the quarterfinals
44.
of a rather enticing rematch of Dedecker and Littler. And it was Mike that got closest to beating Littler in the slam.
99.
He missed the ball to take him out of the last 16 stage.
Yeah, it was an incredibly partisan crowd in Wolverhampton, and maybe Dedecker slightly buckled under the
44.
pressure, but you can't take anything away from Littler. From the whole tournament, he was absolutely majestic.
140.
I think there's a distinct possibility that Dedecker could be the highest ranked Belgian player in as little as 6 months.
87.
I think he's ready to have that. He's ready to be the player that he's always wanted to be.
60.
2 months ago, there'll have been a section of darts fans who won't have known too much about Dedecker. There's the very distinct possibility that during the spring, they'll be seeing him every single week in the Premier League.
100. Mike Record 120.
Maybe. Now, single 20. He knows his angles pretty well. He knows them perfectly.
Mike Dedecker.
Not just a one-trick pony on double 16. He knows where the outer ring is. On the bottom of the board and the top. So you're saying at this point that you think Dedecker's going to be in the Premier League?
140.
If I was the person responsible for picking it, I would have him in.
57.
Let's look at the boxes that he ticks. Massive 180 hitter. Major winner. Great walk-on. What more do you need?
Speaks well in multiple languages.
100.
Very marketable. He could be one of the pin-ups of this sport. And technically,
120.
there aren't many better.
It's a dream of a throw. It's so simple, but looks so elegant at the same time.
Well, if you're going to put him in the Premier League, change the schedule right now and stick one in Belgium.
81.
Take one from England, put one in Brussels, deal done.
You mean the real deal done?
You
were saying?
A nice little stat about Mike Dedecker's proclivity for 180s.
85.
As a percentage of the shots he hit
144.
in the 30 Pro Tours, only Gary Anderson hit more.
Say no more. Hit lots more.
132,
So close to 4-0.
And you require 95.
Dedecker is bullying Ian White in this game so far. White's got to punch back. He's looking at 2 double 19s. Oh, he missed his marker.
Mike, you
The
require
first one was
12.
so good.
Mike, you
The
require
first one was
12.
so good.
It's a rare scare for
Each on full
Dedeker, and he
flag,
responds.
Mike Dedeker. Fifth flag, Mike, to
Most
throw
of the games
first.
this afternoon have been very close. At this stage, this one could be a rout. He's in such good touch.
18-point difference in the averages.
40.
That's not good if you're wearing blue. But if you're wearing Belgium colours, keep going.
190.
We've seen plenty go 6 into the 9.
100. Mike, you
Will
require
Dedeker
141.
go 1, 2, or 3 better? It's that unmagnificent 7th dart that strikes once again.
57.
He was disappointed about that for about 1.5 seconds. And he's already moved on to looking at 5-0 up.
45. Mike, you require 84.
The air in the balloon of Ian White, it is starting to be lost very
52.
quickly. He is cascading to the ground. It just goes to show that when you play at Minehead in this tournament, you have to be good on 2 different stages.
66. Mike, you require 32.
That's if you
He's
play on
on the
2
fifth
stages.
flag, Mike
So far,
Dedeker.
Mike's only played on 1.
Sixth flag, Ian.
But if he keeps
to
playing like
throw
this,
first.
he is guaranteed to play on the other one.
He's been Reds Bar royalty this weekend.
If he wins this leg,
97.
he will make it to the last 16 with the loss of 1 leg. And everybody will be looking at Dedeker thinking, is there any reason why he can't be a players
59.
champion? I can't think of any reasons.
Going back to the Premier League debate, if he does win this tournament as well, he's in.
Yes.
No question.
59.
He would have to be. Even with that dart in the bottom of the 60, he can still get more in there.
98.
Ian White's chances now about as slender as a champion greyhound. It's not happened for him.
It really hasn't.
77.
And there you go. The symptom, maybe not of what's gone wrong in this match, but that tends to happen when you're 5-0 down.
56.
Dedeker has slowed down a little bit in this leg, though. Just getting started on the main stage with Littler up against Richie Edhouse. Clash of
39.
the last 2 major champions. And another dart on the floor for White.
It sounded a very violent bounce out.
100.
Dedeker couldn't quite bounce all over him. Perfect first start. You expected it to be filled up.
After the highs of last night,
11.
Ian is coming down to the ground at a rapid pace. And defeat is imminent.
109.
5 maximums for Mike Dedeker. I think Ian White just wants to shake his hand now and get off.
Yeah, Ian last night was probably thinking this could be a wonderful weekend. But Dedeker's played superbly. And Ian just hasn't been able to stick with him.
96. Mike, you require 8.
For a 6-0 battering, Mike
Game,
Dedeker
shot.
is
And
so
that's Mike
good
Dedeker.
right now.